planes, it's saying that I'm working on front and front. But I'm using the work. Okay, we're going to go with your part here. I'm going to right click, dynamic rotate it around, and I'm going to hit fit. So we want to set up a WCS for this face first. I'm guessing this is what you want to do first. So WCS, go into View Manager, and in View Manager you have Geometry. And in Geometry is what we're going to pick geometry on that face to go ahead and select that X, Y, Z location. So Geometry, I'm going to pick only arcs. And I'm going to pick that arc right there. Now if you look, Z's coming out. That's the way I want it. I want Z to come out and X to go to the right. There's Z coming out, X going to the right, Y going straight up. So that's the one I want. So we're going to say save. And I'm just going to call it Steve. Okay, so we got a view here established for that view. So now what we want to do is we want to do an X form, translate 3D. I'm going to select the whole thing. And we're going to translate. I'm going to hit OK here, end selection. And my source plane, or my plane I want to move from, is going to be Steve. And it's asking me point to translate from. I want to translate from the center point or the end point of that line. I'm guessing that's your 0, 0 that you're looking for. So that's my point. Now it says select destination view. I'm going to select the destination view to be the left side, or it could be the right side, I guess, for A. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to I'll pick right side so you can see it. Right side. And now it's asking me to select the point to translate to. I want to translate that point from that 0, 0, or from that center point of that arc to 0, 0. So I'm just going to come up here to auto cursor. I'm going to pick origin. And it's going to say copy or move. I'm going to say move. And when I hit OK and go into isometric, you'll see that 0, 0 is going to be the center of that hole, and that's going to be, this is going to be my, if I go to the top view, you'll see that 0, 0 is going to be, this is going to be X positive, X negative, Y positive, Y negative. Now on each view, now if I want to machine, let's say this right side, which would be the front actually, it would be the front, I can go in and set that plane up for the front. And if I want to use that same 0, then that's okay. I could use that same 0. Now this would be the top, the back side, and then the bottom would be my 4 sides that you were machining. But I think that what you were questioning is how do I get that 0, 0 down to that point to where I can rotate this thing around. Once you establish that point, then you can establish each side, and you can call a special 0 for per side, or you can use the 0, 0 right here in the center of that arc that you're looking for. Now, if I wanted the circle to be point in the opposite direction, I would have picked the left side instead of the right side. That's the difference in what I did there. So hopefully this helps. If that helps, then you're off and running. Now when you're programming, when you set these sides up, when I'm programming, I want to go ahead and go to View Manager, and if I want to work in the top plane, now my top plane is still using this 0, 0. So my 0, 0 is still rotating about here. This is actually this would be a positive number from 0, 0 in the top plane. But if I wanted 0, 0 to be somewhere up here in the top, say, I can go ahead and move that with the Z, and I can say Z coordinate of a point and pick there, and it actually moves my Z up to that point for top. Okay, So my 0 is going to be the face where the circle is, but it's going to be up here at Z0. Now if I go top and I say construction plane, tool plane, and hit OK, notice that my alternate origin or my alternate lines here are blue. That means they're something different than my original 0, 0 the part. So that's why it's blue. Now I can program. I can say, okay, I can come up here and I can say mill toolpath, and I'm just going to do a surface finish real quick, parallel, and we'll just say, we'll click block 1, that's fine. Select drive surfaces, I'm going to pick that, and that's good. And I'll probably just use whatever tools you had in the library there. And you can see that it's milling that. Now if I want to machine this side, okay, I want to go into WCS and I want to go View Manager. Now that side's going to be the front view, so I'm going to pick on front. And if I right click and if I click C plane and T plane. C plane's construction plane, T plane is tool plane. And if I hit OK here, and if I want my Z to move, again, I could right click here and say Z of a coordinate of maybe an endpoint out here. Okay, so my Z is negative from that point. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and go mill toolpath, and I'm going to say surface finish, parallel, and I'm going to click on that face. Oh, it's a solid, it looks like. And activate solid. I want to just pick the face. So I'm just going to pick the face there for that solid and hit end. I thought it was a surface, I'm sorry. And end mill. And we're just going to go ahead and machine that side now. Okay. So you got this side machine, and now if I post that, you'll see, you know, this your planes, and your planes, it's saying that I'm working on front and front. But I'm using the work coordinate system of top for the front. So if I want to view that, I can actually right click and go into top view, isometric view, and it gives me the top view actually. So the WCS is still top, so we need to go to View Manager, and if I go front with my construction plane tool plane and just put equals on everything, that'll move the WCS down to front as well. And once I do that, watch, if I go isometric with this thing, it flips me up on that side, and then I can machine it. So that's basically how it's working. I'm going to go ahead and go back into WCS here and View Manager, and this is the WCS icon here. So I'm going to move it back to top. And I just click that little guy right there to move it. And if I go isometric with that, it'll be isometric to the top view now. Okay. Now if I select all these and I post them, I'm not sure where the A-axis is coming from, if it's the right or the left. And I'm not sure if this is even your post, but I'm just posting it up just to see what it does. And it says A0, and then it's going to machine it. And then A90. There's your A90 right there. So it does move the A. You know, that's your G55. And I'm believing this is G54 here. So it's taken your two settings there for G54, 55. So I'm thinking this is what you're looking for. If not, let me know. But that's pretty much how I would do it. I'm going to stop this, and yeah, email me. Feel free to email me or whatever. And this didn't take that long to put together. So if you need anything, look for the videos on the website. They're there. You'll find them.